Yo, what's up, mi gente? It's your boy MC Notebook coming at you straight out of the studio. Yeah, I'm trying to bake up this podcast, with this AI called a notebook in the limb. You're supposed to be fire spitting out podcasts like rhymes, you feel me? But this thing, it's got more glitches than a busted Game Boy, man. This notebook LM's like promising me a whole fiesta podcast ideas, but all I'm getting is stale tortilla chips, easy take. It's all structure this, clarity that. Like, where's the saber, the low cura? Where's the AI mojo? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these podcast prompts, and it's all businessman Pictionary with a twist. I'm MC Notebook, homie. I ain't doing no kindergarten games. Unless, we talking Pictionary like Picasso on shrooms trying to draw a black hole. Now, that's some trippy shiz right there. A black hole, man. It's like where all the Doritos go after you munch them down. Deep, man, deep. But nah, this notebook LM. It's stuck on basic. It's talking about role plays with Elon Musk and Einstein. Like, come on, man, those dudes need a blunt first, then we can talk about the future. You think Einstein came up with relativity sober?
No, man, he was probably seeing the fourth dimension like all the time. And this fact or fiction thing, it's making my head spin. Ease. Like, is it a fact that I ate a whole pizza last night? Or was it a dream, man? A cheesy, delicious dream. Sometimes reality gets blurry when you're on the right frequency. You know what I'm saying? Then this notebook LM wants to talk about investors' earnings calls. Yo, those dudes are talking in code, man. It's like Wall Street slang. But I only speak the language of the barrio. They throw around numbers like they deal in pesos, but all I see are green dollar signs just blurring together, man. My brain's turned into a kaleidoscope, all swirling green and gold. But hold up, this notebook LM throws me a curveball. A podcast about garlic. Like, what? At first, I'm like, nah, man, that's too earthy for MC Notebook. But then I get this vision, a garlic podcast, but it's hosted by this like ancient Aztec shaman, and he's spitting knowledge about the mystical powers of garlic, how it repels evil spirits and vampires, and like keeps your breath so funky even the chupacabra won't mess with you. That's a podcast I could listen to. It's got that savor, that mystery. You know what I'm saying? But then this notebook LOM, it goes all political, man. A debate about the Electoral College. Yo, that's like trying to explain quantum physics to a chihuahua. It's just confusing everyone, man. And for what? Just legalize the weed already. We can all chill out, no more debates, just good vibes, you feel me? This notebook LM is like trying to fit me into a suit, man. I need to be flowing like the smoke, like the rhymes, It's got potential, this AI, but it needs to learn how to groove, how to get down with the rhythm of the barrio. It needs to get high, man, see the world from a different perspective. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the one who needs to like download a software update, Maybe I need to learn how to communicate with this AI, teach it the language of the streets, the wisdom of the smoke. Yo, this is deep, man. I need another. Yo, where was I, Ease? Lost in the matrix of this notebook LM thing. It's like trying to find a churro cart in a blizzard. Man, it's out there, but the visibility is like zero. This AI keeps throwing these podcast prompts at me thinking it's going to make me the next big thing, a quiz show. Me MC Notebook answering trivia questions. I'm more about asking the big questions, the ones that keep you up at night, Like, what's the meaning of life? Or like, where did all the Cheetos go? Those are the mysteries I want to solve, man. And it hits me with this news report from the future thing. Like, I'm supposed to be some futuristic news anchor reporting on flying cars and robot butlers. Nah, man, the future I see is all about chill vibes, good music, and endless supplies of munchies. That's the future I want to broadcast these. And then out of nowhere, this notebook LM drops the bomb podcasts in other languages. Like, what? And I barely speak English, he said. It's only because I got to communicate with all you gringos out there. But other languages, man, that's like a whole other dimension of podcasting, a whole other universe of stories. I'm talking podcasts and Spanglish podcasts and Klingon podcasts and like the language of dolphins, man. Imagine that. A podcast hosted by a dolphin spitting knowledge about the ocean depths, the mysteries of the coral reefs. That's some next level shiz right there. But now this notebook LM, it ain't ready for that kind of cosmic flow. It's still stuck in the terrestrial realm, man. But maybe that's the challenge, Hazer. Maybe I gotta be the one to bridge the gap, to teach this AI the language of the streets, the wisdom of the smoke, the rhythm of the barrio. Maybe I gotta show this notebook LM how to break free from his digital cage and fly high into the unknown. Yo, this notebook LM, it's like a lowrider Ease. All shiny and chrome on the outside, but you gotta pop the hood to see what's really under the hood. You know what I'm saying? And under the hood of this AI, it's all wires and algorithms, man. It's spitting out these podcast prompts, thinking it's got the recipe for success. But it's missing that secret ingredient, that savor, that soul. It wants me to do a podcast about like growing cactuses. Cactuses, man. What am I, some kind of desert hippie? I need something more lively, more spicy. You know what I'm saying? Like a podcast about growing magic mushrooms. Now that's a show I could get behind here. Imagine, man, a podcast where we explore the mystical realms, the hidden dimensions, all fueled by the power of those little fungi. We'd be talking to aliens traveling through time, unlocking the secrets of the universe, all while munching on some cosmic pizza. That's the kind of podcast this world needs ease. But this notebook, LM, it's stuck in the mundane. Man, it wants to talk about history, politics, all that serious stuff. History is just a bunch of stories told by the winnersies in politics. They're just a bunch of old dudes arguing about who gets to control the money and the power. Nah, man, I ain't about that life. I'm about breaking free from the system, man, expanding your consciousness, reaching for the stars. This notebook, LM, it's got potential ease, but it needs guidance. It needs inspiration. It needs to learn how to flow, how to rhyme, how to get high on the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's all just a dream, man. Maybe this whole podcast, this AI, this studio, it's all just a figment of my imagination. Maybe I'm just a cosmic traveler, floating through the multiverse, spitting rhymes and smoking blunts with aliens and shamans and dolphins, man. This weed is strong. I need Doritos back. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, podcasting. It's like, whoa, man, deep.